This is Srinivas Kurre. If you like this video, please subscribe and share my video and write your comment. So last video we have completed electrolysis and factors affecting on electrolysis. So today I am going to discuss qualitative electrolysis. Means during the electrolysis, what are the products formed at cathode and anode that we have to discuss. So these information was given by qualitative electrolysis. Qualitative electrolysis means the study of formation of product at cathode and anode in electrolytic cell is called qualitative electrolysis. So here one example is there, the electrolysis of mixture of molten NaCl and AlF3. For example, if you take molten NaCl in electrolytic cell, then when we are passing electricity, it will decompose, then we will get Na plus and Cl minus. Only one cation is there, only one anion is there. So at that time we cannot get any doubt, we can predict easily what are the product can form at cathode and anode. But in this case we have taken mixture. In this case we have more than one cation and more than one anion. Then how can we predict the formation of product at cathode and anode? Now see here, in this we have two cathodes, one is Na plus and another one is Al plus 3. So between these two, competition is there to deposit at cathode. Now see here, Na plus it will undergo reduction at cathode electrode by taking one electron. Then what is the reduction potential of sodium? Minus 2.71 volt. Next, Al plus 3 by taking 3 electron, it will undergo reduction. Then what is the reduction potential of aluminium? Minus 1.36. Now in these two, which will deposit at cathode electrode? That is the question. Means, so here we can say with help of reduction potential, the cation which has more reduction potential, it will deposit at cathode electrode. Here minus 2.71, here minus 1.36, which is more volume. Minus 1.36 is more reduction potential. Then we can say aluminium, it will deposit at cathode electrode. Then another way we can say with help of delta Z also. For example, if delta Z is negative, the process is more favorable, the process is feasible. Now let me calculate in this process delta Z, first process and second process. In first process, so delta Z equal to minus NF into, what is the formula for delta Z? Delta Z equal to minus NF E cell. It is there in electrochemical cell, there we will discuss. So now what is the reduction potential of sodium? Minus 2.71. Then here delta Z equal to how much? Minus into minus, we will get plus. Then what will get? 2.71 into NF. Next, this is the first process. Next, in second process delta Z equal to how much we will get? Minus NF into minus 1.36. Then delta Z equal to 1.36 into NF. Now see here delta Z is 2.71, means more positive volume in first case. In second case 1.36 means less positive volume. Means in these two process the delta Z we are going to get in the plus. Means if delta Z is less positive volume, then it is nearer to negative. It is close to negative. Means, so these, if it is nearer to negative, the process is more feasible. Means the aluminium, it will deposit at cathode electrode. So that is the one of the reason. Next, another one at anode. So here we have two anions in the electrolytic cell. One is Cl minus and second one is F minus. So these two, they are undergoing oxidation at anode electrode. So in these two, which will undergo oxidation? Which will deposit at which will undergo oxidation at anode electrode? that we need to discuss. For example, if you calculate the delta Z for Cl minus, here we will get less positive value, and in this case we will get more positive value, means less positive is close to negative, means it is more favorable compared to second one, means at anode electrode the Cl2 it will deposit, at cathode electrode the aluminum it will deposit. And so these are about oxidation potential. With help of oxidation potential also we can predict the formation of product at anode electrode. The anion which has more oxidation potential, it will deposit at anode electrode. Here what is there? Cl minus 1.36. Here F minus how much is there? Minus 2.87. So which is more oxidation potential? So here this is the more oxidation potential. Then so it will deposit at anode electrode. Okay, next see here electrolysis of aqueous NaCl with platinum electrode. So in this electrolyte, so what are the product we will get at cathode electrode and anode electrode? Means here aqueous NaCl is there. So in the case of aqueous solution, if you want to predict the product at cathode and anode electrode, we need to follow some rules. So in that first rule, the reduction potential of water, is greater than reduction potential of first, second, third group. Those are Na plus, K plus, Ca plus 2, Mg plus 2, Al plus 3. So these elements reduction potential is less than water. Then the water it will undergo reduction. At cathode. Next, second rule, reduction potential of water is less than reduction potential of another cation such as Cu plus 2, Ag plus, Au plus 3, and these elements they will undergo reduction at cathode. Water does not undergo reduction at cathode. When if these cations, if they are present in the electrolytic solution, so these cations they will undergo reduction but not water. Okay, next third one, oxidation potential of water is greater than oxidation potential of F minus, SO3 minus 2, SO4 minus 2, NO3 minus and S2O3 minus 2. If these ions are present in the electrolytic solution, then the water it will undergo oxidation. Next, fourth one, oxidation potential of water is less than oxidation potential of Cl minus, Br minus, I minus. So here the oxidation potential of these ions is greater than water. If these ions are present in the electrolytic solution, and these ions they will deposit at anode electrode. Now come to here. Now aqueous NaCl is there. In aqueous NaCl, so what are the cations? One is Na plus and next one H plus, and next we have water. Why? Because water is weak electrolyte. Now see here, Na plus by taking one electron it will undergo reduction. Next, H2O by taking two electron it will undergo reduction. Next, H plus by taking one electron it will undergo reduction. Now see here, the concentration of H plus ion in aqueous NaCl is very less, that is 10 power minus 7 m. That is the concentration of H plus ion. The concentration of H plus ion in aqueous NaCl, how much? 10 power minus 7. So due to very less concentration, the H plus does not undergo reduction, even though it has more reduction potential. Here 0 is there, here minus 2.7, here minus 0.83. 83. In this 3, which has more reduction potential? H plus, it has more reduction potential. Means based on the reduction potential, the H plus must be undergo reduction, but due to less concentration in the aqueous NaCl, the H plus does not undergo reduction at cathode. Now, so competition between these two. See here, what is the reduction potential? Minus 2.71. Here, what is the reduction potential? Minus 0.83. Means, so it has more reduction potential. Then in this case, we will get delta G less positive. In this case, delta G we will get more positive. Means which is more favorable? The second one is more favorable. Then the hydrogen gas, it will deposit at cathode electrode. So this is about at cathode electrode. Next, at anode electrode, so we have Cl minus 2 OH minus ion and water. So leave it about OH minus ion. Here also the concentration of OH minus ion 10 power minus 7 m. Means it does not undergo oxidation at anode electrode. Now competition between Cl minus and water. If you see oxidation potential, so which has more oxidation potential? H2O minus 1.23 and Cl minus 1.36. Means based on the oxidation potential, the water must be undergo oxidation, but due to over potential of water, the water does not undergo oxidation. The over potential of water is 0.6. If you add 0.6, then what is the oxidation potential? Minus 1.83. Means here minus 1.83, here how much? Minus 1.36. Then so which has more oxidation potential? Cl minus. So at anode Cl2 it will deposit, at cathode hydrogen gas it will deposit. Now so this is the one of the way of questioning. At cathode which product we will get, at anode which product we will get. After completion of electrolysis, what is the pH of the solution, they will ask. What is the pH of the solution? See here in this, so here this reaction is going on at anode electrode and this reaction is going on at cathode electrode. See here, when water is undergoing reduction, it is releasing OH minus ion into solution. It is releasing OH minus ion into solution. Means indirectly the concentration of OH minus ion is increasing in the solution. If a concentration of OH minus ion increases, then the pH it will increase. The solution become what? Base. So in this way also they will ask the questions. Okay, next one question. Let me say, see here, the which of the following electrolytic solution pH will be changed after electrolysis? So they are asking pH after completion of electrolysis. So not only pH, we can identify what are the product formed at cathode and anode electrode. So let me do this question. In that option A, what is there? CuSO4. In that CuSO4 we have Cu plus 2 and water. So between these two there is a competition at cathode. In these two, which has more reduction potential? Cu plus 2, it has more reduction potential. Then Cu plus 2, it will undergo reduction by taking 2 electron. Means cathode, anode, then pH. At cathode, what is the product? Copper. Next, SO4 minus 2 and water. So between these two there is a competition at which electrode? Anode. Why? Because it is aqueous solution of copper sulfate. Now SO4 minus 2 and water. So in these two, which has more oxidation potential? Water, it has more oxidation potential. Then water it will undergo oxidation and it will produce O2. It will deposit O2 at anode electrode by releasing H plus ion, into solution. See here, during electrolysis, the H plus ion concentration is increasing in the solution. If H plus ion concentration increases, pH it will decrease. Then so here, what the pH it is decreasing, and what is the product at anode? O2. Means so pH is changing during electrolysis in copper sulfate solution. So this is about option A. Next, option B. What is there? NaNO3. Now see here, in NaNO3, Na plus and water. So between these two, they want to deposit at a cathode electrode. So in these two, which will deposit at cathode electrode? Na plus, it has less reduction potential. Water, it has more reduction potential. Then the water, it will undergo reduction by depositing H2 gas, and it will release OH minus ion. So this is about at cathode electrode. Next, at anode electrode, what are there? NO3 minus, and next one what? Water. So this is the competition at anode electrode. They want to deposit at anode electrode. Means NO3 it has less oxidation potential compared to water. Then water it will undergo oxidation by releasing oxygen gas. Then here how many number of then here what? H plus. So during the electrolysis, OH minus ion releasing and OH minus H plus ion releasing in the solution. Then the pH does not change. So what is the product at cathode? H2. What is the product at anode? O2. pH is not changing during electrolysis of NaNO3. Okay, so here this is about second option. Second option is not correct. Why? Because the pH is not changing during electrolysis. Next, option C, AlCl3, means Al plus 3 and water. So these two, they want to undergo reduction at cathode electrode. But Al plus 3 it has a less reduction potential, water it has more reduction potential. Then water it undergo reduction by releasing H2 gas and OH minus ion. Okay, next, means at cathode what is the product? H2. Next, at anode Cl minus and water. So between these two we have a competition. They have competition at anode electrode. See here, Cl minus and water. Cl minus, so due to over potential of water, the Cl minus it will deposit. Means Cl minus it will undergo oxidation. See here, during electrolysis, so water is undergoing reduction by releasing OH minus ion. Next, Cl minus it is undergoing oxidation. Means during electrolysis of AlCl3, OH minus ion concentration is increasing in the solution. OH minus ion concentration increases, the pH it will increase. So the pH of the solution it will increase. Then what is the product at anode electrode? Cl2 gas. So this is about what? Option C. Next, last option, what is there? Calcium sulfate. Calcium sulfate means Cu plus 2 and water. Cu plus 2 and water at a cathode. So Ca plus 2 and water. Ca plus 2 it has less reduction potential, water it has more reduction potential. Then so it will deposit as a H2 gas and by releasing what? It will deposit O2 gas at anode by releasing H plus ion. So here OH minus ion releasing and H plus ion releasing in the solution. Then the pH does not change. At cathode, what is the product? H2. At anode, what is the product? O2. Means if water, if it is undergo oxidation and reduction, the pH of the solution does not change. Means they are asking pH, and we can identify what is the product formed at anode, and we can identify what is the product formed at cathode.